What's going on, guys? It's Greg here. Just kidding. Shalom, 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 shalom. Anyway, we'll get to Greg here. Uh, Shalom, call hello, Yahweh Shemel, Shabbat Hashem, Kakmadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle of David. I'm the brother slash elder Yashawan, back with the World War III daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. Yesterday was a World War III daily update featuring War and Rumors of War Tuesday, and today is Wednesday. But we're going to revisit the War and Rumors of War part, or Rumors of Wars part. So we'll read this. But we're not going to focus on the Matthew. We're going to go to the, what is it, Ezekiel? I forget. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things which come to pass, but the end is not yet. Now, how do we get there? Ruler against ruler. It's Jeremiah 51:46. And lest your heart faint, and ye fear, for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. What do you mean shall be heard? And ye shall fear for the rumor. What rumor? The report heard. What report? That report. Jeremiah 51:46 in the NLT. But do not panic, don't be afraid. When you hear the first rumor of what? Of approaching forces. All right? I don't think it says that anywhere else. All right? Don't, because of the rumors that are heard. Right? Rumor about what? That war. Rumors of war. Rumor of what? War. Rumors. A rumor of violence. Violence will erupt. Violence. Violence. War. Where's war? Well, you got to go up here for war. Approaching forces. Get war anywhere else? I'm curious. Tidings and violence. Fighting for control. Fighting, that's war, yeah? That one ruler will fight. Fight spreads. Where's the word war? See? Rumors of what? News. Right? Reports, news. This goes back to Matthew. Let's see. I'm looking for war. Bear with me. News. See? See that news? See that report? Report. The report. Now we have to go back to Matthew. Report. News. And the news will arrive. The more news, that's that rumor. See, you don't see rumor here, do you? No, you see news, you see report, right? There's rumor. You see report being heard, right? Well, where's this language? I don't see the word war. There should be violence in the land. Plunder. Where's the word war? Violence. Okay, so real quick, let's go back to I got to prove that, right? Look at these words. There's threats. Look at this. News. Right? And what else? Reports. Boom, of wars. Reports of wars, news of wars, news of battles far away. Rumors and threats. All right. Where did we come from? Oh. All right, anyway. Where were we? Okay, rumors. Right. Report. Report of what? Rumor of approaching forces. Rumors of war. See that? Rumor, report, news. Right? There are rumors of fighting for control of the city. That's called war. Civil war. Right? Anyway. He said, she said. Right? That's a rumor. Report. A report will come. Another report will follow. Reports that are heard in the land. Reports of what? Violence, war. They're robbing over here. Violence in the land. Reports of what? Report, news, Salakia. The news that is heard, and the news that will arrive, and more news and iniquity. News of what? Violence in the land. Another year of what? Of approaching forces. War. But he's not right about it. Okay, so who can we trust? We're going to watch about 10 minutes of this, and he's going to tell you who he can trust, who you can trust. This is old Greg here. All right. All right, guys, it's Greg here. What did he say? Hey, guys, whatever he says. Greg here, right? And he's going to tell you what the hell is happening if you're listening. This is an hour ago. Look at that. WW3. You better listen up. Subscribe to Greg here. Take it, Greg.
Guys, it's Greg.
Up.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on,
Greg
guys?
Here.
Salakia. I'll shut the hell up right here. Go.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, and I have some breaking news to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:04 Eastern Time here in the United States. And we have some major breaking news coming in from Latin America and rumors from Russia. So last night while we were live, we were listening to Russia transmitting high priority nuclear codes, and I posted them to Twitter or X, and a lot of jealous people were attacking me, saying that I was wrong.
Spreading rumors. Rumors of war.
And what I said was that Russia was about to launch their missiles as part of their exercise because the nuclear codes were increasing in intensity and frequency. And we had
they slandered him.
Some big accounts like attack me and call me stupid, call me an idiot, and that I didn't know what I was talking about.
Threats. Threats of war.
Well, sure enough, this morning it was confirmed by Russia that they test launched all of the missiles in their nuclear triad. So they
So he was right. So who can you trust with the... See, you got to understand, even though this guy is a dork, and he's an Edomite, and Most High is probably going to destroy him, most likely he's an Edomite, right? But the Most High has put this spirit... I mean, anybody that goes out and sits in that trap for 3 days, right? Hunting elk and shit. And I'm not saying that that's what this guy does, but he's doing something very similar to that. That's an Edomite. Anyway, I'm gonna let him continue on.
Launched their Suniva missiles from one of their nuclear armed submarines. They launched an RS 24 Yars from a silo, and then they also launched some missiles from their strategic bombers.
The Most High can choose who he wants to speak on his behalf. He could choose Edom. He chose this guy, Paul and Adrian. Okay. To name a few.
So while everybody was attacking me out of pure jealousy because my post had a lot of views, and I've been getting a lot of traction on Twitter because I've been posting a lot there the last.
Some of these, whatever they call them, personalities, whatever, they know that we use their videos. Like Dabu. Dabu knows that we use his videos. He knows that for years going back. Okay. Paul and Adrian. Paul knows that we use his videos. They don't agree with what we say and have said as much as they acknowledge that they know that we use their videos. Going back years. Facts. So anyway, that's not the point I'm making. The point there is the Most High uses some of these accounts to bring forth these current events and this geopolitics, geopolitical news, if you will. These people go through extensive, they're doing the work for us. The internet does the heavy lifting. You know, the Most High got certain individuals that are part of that heavy lifting. And Greg here, right? What's going on, guys? It's Greg here. He's part of that.
By the way, you need to follow me on Twitter. My account is at NYPrepper1. I post there throughout the day. I'm trying to post more on Twitter to have a backup to YouTube because YouTube's been shadow banning the hell out of me this year.
And the reason why is because he's over the target and they know that we're using him to further this truth, so his ass is in trouble too.
So I've started to post a lot to Twitter, and so these big accounts were attacking me. Meanwhile, I was right, but it was out of their pure jealousy and hatred for me, calling me all kinds of vile things. But we were listening to this.
Threats, rumors, news, reports.
Live last night. Take a listen. So the Russians were broadcasting this the last 2 nights, and it was getting louder and louder and more often. And that's basically common sense because they're going to increase their transmit power right before a launch of all their missiles to make sure that the signal gets out to all of their nuclear triad, because they have in the Far East missiles, and then they have missiles in the Barents Sea, which is close to Scandinavia, and that's thousands of miles apart. Okay, Russia is a huge country, so from the far eastern part of Russia to the European side of Russia, you're talking several thousand miles, so you need to crank up that transmit power. And so I was telling people the last 2 nights, and I posted on X that, hey, it's getting louder and louder. The signal's getting stronger. It means that they're about to launch. And then these self-proclaimed experts started attacking me, saying that I was a stupid simpleton. But really, it's common sense, okay? And I was right yet again. So please do me a favor and don't follow these guys because they're nasty and they don't know anything.
And get a scripture. I'm not going to let the whole 10 minutes play. He gets to the end. He talks his crazy shit. Let me see. You know what? Yeah, I think I must have been tripping when I said it was 10 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty long, 10. Because he says something, oh, watch me, and I'm qualified to to do this, and at some level he is. So let's get what is he talking about? He's talking about this Isaiah 19. Let me get that real quick. I guess I have to establish who the Egyptians are. So that's Revelation 11 and 8. Okay, Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie on the street of Babylon, the great city, or and their dead bodies will lie. What is this? Shall lie. Slovakia. Revelation 11 and 8 in the King James, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, or also our Lord was crucified. All right, Babylon the Great. What great city? Babylon the great city, which spiritually is known as Egypt. So when we go back to Isaiah 19, which we didn't go to, in 2, we see that these Babylonians or these Egyptians are fighting against each other. See? Fight everyone against his brother. Isaiah 19 and 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Now we know spiritual Egypt is Babylon the Great, which is America. So these Americans are against these Americans, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. What are they doing? He's telling the story about them coming against him.
So here we have a picture of one of these missiles being launched by Russia. Here's another missile that was launched. And then here's another picture here. Okay, so
And because he's telling the truth, they attacked him, right? Because they're getting paid from somebody keeping it quiet.
Did launch all of the missiles in their nuclear triad, one from each.
Some people are getting $7,000 a post. Right?
Leg of the nuclear triad, air, land, and sea. Vladimir Putin personally oversaw the test, okay? Now, interestingly, last night we had a presidential doomsday plane airborne over Iowa and Missouri, and it had its tracker turned off all night, and then it got aerially refueled over Missouri. So I don't know.
So this guy does that kind of thing. He's putting forth a diligent search, and he's pretty consistent. So I forget where he says that, but he's worthy of of a nod, if you will. See what he says. Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close. Where do we come from? Yeah. So he's having a little rumor versus rumor, war of rumors, and not rumors of war. He's having a war of rumors, and yeah, it's getting funky out here. It's getting funky. It's getting funky. 11. Let's go back to 11 here, and 14 this time. Revelation 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. With that, we hope that the elect ratified to brother Jesus shall.